Hello, and welcome back to a new episode of Comfy Cozy Completionist with your girl Lorelei. And we start by sleeping like we always do. In the last episode, finally, we found the bloodstone to build the upgrade for the Black Forge. And now, of course, we have to find more of that for the completionist. Man cannot discover new oceans unless... Oh, okay, I was too slow to read that. To build all of the weapons and all of the things that come with the Ashlands. And there is quite a lot of weapons to be built. And I wanted to ask your opinion on that. Let me show you what I mean. Oops. In the Black Forge, we've got all the ashen weapons. There's the Ash Fang, and then you combine it with a bloodstone, with a jade, or with an iolite light to make the different, like, say, flavors of weapons. And that makes 4 weapons for each type of weapon. Like, you have the normal one without any gem added, and then you have the 3 ones with the gems added. And that goes for every weapon here in the Ashlands. So, the completionist rule set would suggest we have to make 4 weapons for every weapon type there is, which is quite a lot. So, I'm asking you, would you say we have to do that? To make every weapon there is? Or do you say, nah, 1 weapon of each is okay? Leave me your comments in the comment section, please, what you think about that. Okay, now what are we up today? Let's see. We have been here. That is F7. That is the Emerald Flame location. We have not yet found any hint of the mysterious location, so we are going to have to run around here quite a lot more and find the mysterious location. Then also looking at our board here, we do have still a lot of things to get done with the trophies. That damn wild trophy, bear trophy, golem trophy we are missing. We are missing actually 2 stone golem trophies, and we never got a sea serpent trophy. That is quite a lot of things to do. And then we do have to smelter down, work at that and get all of the iter. We don't know what we will have to make going forward to the deep north, so I'm of a mind to get more iter and put it in the box so we have it if there is more need for iter stuff in the deep north. Then also the Ashlands are eating up the wood like nothing real good. Let's see how our wood supply is. We are getting low on normal wood again. Got a lot of iter here. That needs to go down there actually. I have to probably get some of this out and put it in the warehouse. And got lots of seeds. We need to make more lingering iter. got some Ashlands weapons already. We're still missing some trinkets. We're still missing some fish. Gotta do something about the missing fish. That does not belong in here. That belongs in here somewhere. We are having trouble getting all of that put in here. That is why. Okay. I think we're gonna have to build, that's the first order of operation, we're gonna have to build more storage for the money. And we are on the short leg of the east, so we're gonna use this day to do things that are not Ashland. We're gonna build some storage here for the monies because we got so much here. Can't even put it all in here anymore. And I have a strong suspicion, oops, that was not right, that we're gonna be finding even more money. So we need more boxes. How hard can it be to get up here? Okay. So really, game? Dropping off that here? And we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So that should give us plenty of room to store any jewelry and riches we are acquiring. Let me see, we do need more wood. And then we have to go get some more wood. I think we are going to be moving that up there. And put them in a little bit better. This is those are not even here. We're gonna have them removed and put in a little more even here. Okay, that one is actually too far over. That does bother me. Okay, let's do that again. think now it's better. Okay. Now that should be plenty of storage room to store all of the jewelry and money we find. And then I think we're gonna get over to the wood place. Oh wait, we are going to be making some cultivators. What kind of wood? I think core wood is needed. Yeah. We're gonna make 2 more cultivators so we can have cultivators where we need them. We do have plenty of bronze, so we can afford to have cultivators everywhere. Okay. So we're gonna keep one here. Everything is full here. 2. There. 1 is here, and then we take 1 to the meadows. Because we do have to replant some trees and then go and get more wood. Gonna leave 1 in the box here. Oh, we have 1 here. I thought we had not. Welp, we are having enough cultivators for the rest of our lives. Let's plant some more trees here. Beech trees. That's the wrong one. I want that one. I think it's faster to do it like that. Some of them are probably planted way too close. Okay, yeah, there is some that are a little close. It will not grow. That's okay. And we're gonna do some birch trees on this side here too. Can't run out of fine wood. Okay, I think we're good with that. We're gonna leave that one here. And we don't have any axes with us, so we can't actually hack at the wood because I left the axe at home. Not quite sure. Okay, now we have spare cultivators for whatever we will need to use that. Gonna pick up the axe and pickaxe, and we are going to get some of the wood, fell some trees, because going forward in the ashlands and exploring more, gonna need more wood there. That is boring but necessary. And then the next question we have is about the new early access that live in the meadows biome. We have to find unexplored meadows in which we could probably find the new X-heads. That is going to be some doing. Okay, first round done. Oh my. This is a lot of wood. There is a log here too that we dropped all the way down here. Just trying to get everything here that is already in logs and ay. get a domino effect every time I hack at one of those. Look at that. I think we're gonna have to leave that just in logs and just take the bits of wood. Can't even carry that in one go. Wrong one. Yeah, look at that. The moment I do hack at something here, things fall apart. Okay, we're gonna stop that here. We're gonna leave the seeds here. Is there any... No, it's just a jack-o'-lantern here. Ah, there. Something is hacking at something here. What is that? A skelly killing things. Okay. No room in inventory. Man, that is a lot of wood. So, we are good with the wood for now. Just gonna drop that here and get all of the remaining wood too. Oh, I can't. Well, it's not gonna despawn here. Lots of things. So that... I got the wood supplies restocked. Now I can't even fit it anymore because I got too much. That, and then some necktails. Okay, we have to rearrange things in here too. Repair everything. And I think we do need another box down here for storing things in the meantime. Okay. 20 and 20. Just waiting for that thing to stop working. Okay, good. Repair all the other things too. We do have the possibility to do some upgrade on that one. And all the other stuffs are... Well, and the flaw metal shield. All the other stuffs are at max because we cannot go further with the ashlands. And then we are still missing something here. We have to do something about that. But now we have to have a short break and be right back. Okay, let's sleep. Then we're gonna feast and then we're gonna go back to the ashlands to assess the situation there. I've not yet made up my mind completely about that last fortress we conquered. If I want to build my Mistlands base there, I have to take a look at the surroundings. Also, we do have to go to the plains and see if we do need to do some smeltering. Also, we wanted to make some lingering iter potion. Lingering stamina, lingering iter. Sap, pine berries, and mage caps. Okay. Sap, wine berries, and mage caps. Have to bring up some of the sap here to have some in stock because we do need it for cooking purposes too. Mage caps and wine berries. Get that in here. Good. Now let's bubble up and we go and see about that fortress. We do have no pocket portal going. Pocket portal is not in here. F7 is that one. Let's see if we left the pocket portal here or if we do have to pick up a new pocket portal. So, no pocket portal in here. We did put a black forge here because I thought about breaking... we did build the shield generator here and I thought about breaking the doors, but I think we are not doing that actually. I think we are going to leave them. There's some flaw metal spires there. Because if we leave them, we can be sure nothing comes in. Everything is weaker than the doors that are already there. We need to collect that stuff down there. And we need to get a better means to get up here, I think. If we are going to be living here. It is not a bad place to be living because we do have those ruins here where there is a lot of resources to be found. The only thing we are lacking here is some grapes, I think. Oh, there is some grapes and there is another Valkyrie over there. We would have to spawn-proof this a little bit here, so we don't get all of the nonsense going on all the time here. Because there is gonna be some more spawns here. But I kinda do like this area quite a lot. Because we can gather many smoke puffs and all of that stuff here. Gonna remove those vultures there. Also, there is Askswin respawning here, which means we can capture some of those and get them to be our pets. This is a real good place here, so I think we are actually building our base here really. There is wines in there. Can we get in there? Oh yeah, we actually can. So we can also get the wines here. Got all of the resources around, which is nice. That is exactly not what I wanted, but we are going to get those. There we go. Okay, I think it's decided we are going to be building our ashland space here. I think we're gonna have some ballistas going on here. And then there is a putrid hole over there. I'm not sure we can get in there, but we do need some stones. And wood to get in there. We don't have what it takes here. So what we will be doing, I think, let me see if we can start that process. We're gonna be putting up floorboards in the middle here. I'm gonna try to preserve those boxes if I can. Something like that. And then probably gonna have that come to a lower level. Is there more Graustein here? Nah, we're gonna have to bring Graustein. Something is out there. There's quite a lot of stuff going on out there. Now they are trying to besiege me here. Yeah, we have to find a way to get up here better, because this is not gonna do. Yeah. So this is gonna be quite some doing to build that fortress and then spawn-proof a little bit around here, get some useful way to get up here. Probably... I don't have any bones. We have probably get down there and build a better way to get up here. There's lots of things we need to be doing to make that a base. We're gonna bring some more wood and Graustein and stone cutters and whatever else we need to get a floor in there. We do have one stone cutter. We don't have... What is this? Why is that in here? That is a stone cutter. I don't have the slightest idea what that means here. Why is the floor metal in here? I don't know. Okay, before we go any further here, let's get the stuff out of the way. We're gonna bring wood. We're gonna bring some stones. We're gonna bring some Graustein. We're gonna go see about that putrid hole in there. Okay, gonna use that as a temporary place to put the things, and then we're gonna have stairs. And then we're gonna start the next round here, I think. And have that come like that. Something like that. I'm gonna have to think up a method of making this here work. Because it is like slanted. I need some support from underneath here. How do we do that? Can actually move the stone cutter everywhere we want because we got that protection bubble. Nothing will burn up our stuff here. Get some support underneath here. Doesn't have to be pretty, just needs to support my stuff here. Something like that. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more graustein to make that happen. But for now, we're gonna go see that putrid hole there. We need a fire. Which side is that on? Can we get around here? Yes, we can. Don't want to trap myself if I can help it. Gonna wait for a second for our bubble to expire to get a new one. On the fire, on the hammer. Let's go see. Can we even get in there? Well, we can. Okay, what have we got here? Lots of things. But no Wegweiser, which is quite a pity. So we're gonna pick up everything here we need to pick up. This is gonna be a while until we get everything in here. So many molten cores. It's not like we have a shortage of molten cores in this game. Gonna put the stuff we don't want in here. Don't need all of those bones. More things. More molten cores. That and that. Just making sure we don't miss anything here. There's some metal. There is more bone fragments. Yeah, we're gonna have to get all of that home first. And then, let me see, we can drop that, and that, and that here. We can pick up all of the stuff that is lying around still. think I got everything here. And we don't want that. That is a lot of molten cores here. Okay, more of that. Like, there is so many bones in here. Now I think we've got everything. There we go. Inventory full. Bubble. Okay, all is well. Now let's get back home. Got another ask swing down there, but that won't phase me at all. That it is too hard. So everything is well. Gonna leave the wood here because we're gonna need it here anyways. Is there something we need to take home? I think we do have to actually feed our man, it is night here. Okay. That was what we wanted to be doing. Anything else? Yeah, well, we have to come back here anyways and do some more building and get all of that stuff sorted. And we do need a new portal called Ascherheim or Feuerheim. I have to think that up. That and that. And feathers. And then that little bit. More molten cores. Well, we got so many molten cores. I think we have to stack that vertically so we can actually put all the cores in here. And then we've got some of that. And a lot more money. Actually, we're gonna start doing that from the top because it's easier to put new things in at the bottom than at the top. That goes in here. We need 20 of that and 20 of that. Gonna pick that up. And then I think we do have to see that we refill our fires all around. Stop that. want to fill the sap in there. And we need to go tap sap, I think, too. Because we need some sap for cooking. Gonna take some here upstairs, so we have some there. So the iter goes in here. And the sap goes in here. I think we're good with that. And we're gonna have a new portal next to our warehouse. And we are going to be calling that one Asheheim, I think. We are low on ice here. Gonna do that real quick so we can rename the F7. Oh, come on, I can't type. Aschenheim. Aschenheim. There we go. That's gonna be our new place in the Ashlands. This is gonna take a heck ton of time to move house. We're gonna get there eventually. So, okay, let's have another short break here, and then we, I think, go hunt some other things with the other 25 minutes of the feast. Be right back. Okay, let's sleep, and then I think we are going to the plains and looking for the metal that we were smeltering. And then we have to bring a cart or two over to the Ashlands so we can store some of the building materials we are going to need. And for that endeavor, I think we can go with lesser food. Something like that. It's not like we do need a lot of protection going to the plains. There is no cart in here. Let's go to the plains real quick and see about the metal production. Nastiest weather in the plains. That is the furnaces. We did put up that to make a short process of smeltering the bronze. Don't know what we need that bronze for. I hope there is something to be doing with all of that bronze once we reach the deep north. 10 of that. Some more flour metal to be smelted that we took out of that fortress. Two. And then we do need the coal to make that happen. Dreadful weather here. Real bad. We might as well take some big old black metal boxes and get that over there so we can store the building materials in black metal boxes. And we also do need some more coal to be made here. So let's pick up all of the metal we have down here. That is that. What's with that here? That is done. Is there more to be put into the windmill? Yes. Do that real quick. Okay, so that is that. Then we want to probably run around the mountains a real bit to get that missing stone golem trophy. I have killed so many stone golems and we are still... How much blunt? 141. That should make short process of the stone golems. That one 73, like that's makes the double the amount flour metal. Okay, where do we go in the mountains? M2? Probably. Oh, that is done too? No, it's working. Let's see. Sap. Boat. M2. Gonna go kill some stone golems. If we can find some. There is stuff here too. And more stones. Well, from our mother fight. Let's see. Is there some stone golem here somewhere? Where are they when you are searching for them? Most likely they are next to those huts. This is a very quiet mountain here. Only resin in here. Not a single stone golem around here. No drakes either. Well, some drakes spawned in now. Can barely see them. Ah, stone golem. Where? I heard it. I heard it stand up. Oh, there. Short process, like I said. But no trophy. Ooh, look at that. We found some money. We are still missing something from the swamp too, I think. We are missing the hammer, and I think that the big hammer is in the swamp, if I remember correctly. I can hear some drakes somewhere. This mountain is awfully quiet. There is not much here. There is the drakes up there. There's a frost cave we never did. There is a hut up there. I'm not into doing those frost caves right now because wolf. We have been here. We have been fighting a golem here. But there is no golem here now. There is unexplored mistlands here. We have never been to that mistlands there. And unexplored plains too. That could be a good place to go hunt for the while. Maybe we do need to find an unexplored mountain. Gonna take that. Yeah. That is not helpful. Let's see if we can find a place where we can probably find something more. We have been doing a lot of exploring. Number F could be helpful. We have not seen what is here really. That is our spawn island. There is probably unexplored stuff around there. Night hunt. Well, that might be a good idea. Let's go for night hunt. Did I put that like that? I did. Okay, let's drop off all of that here. And see. I could also take that with me. There is no need to have that really right here. Can also put it somewhere else. We have not been to the south of this here. I think this is too low to contain any stone golems. We need to get up higher to get stone golems. Also, it is a wee bit steep here. A wee bit steep. Well, we are... There is a lot more down there. What is all of that? Oh, we have explored that. Okay. Let's see. Other side here. Some drakes. But no stone golem. Some skellies. Oh wait, we need a weapon. That would be helpful. I heard a stone golem stand up somewhere there. Good morning. No trophy. Again, no trophy. Sad times. I wonder if there is kind of a restriction as to how many stone golems can spawn in any given area. That would be interesting to know. That is a lot of unexplored mistlands too. Like we ran around a whole day here. Oh, the stutters. The stutters. I think we're going to run the periphery of that here for now. And then see the height of it. We are nearing the other side of the day, aka evening. There we go. I think we do have that one, don't we? Yeah, I think we're gonna put our portal up here somewhere. And go home. I don't want to particularly run through the night here. There we go. Barely. Cannot carry everything. Okay, what have we got? Some stones. Some of that. Stones. Oh, stones. Some meat. Got too much stuff in here. And then some seeds. Where's the seeds? There. That and that. Monies. And that and that. Trophies. Even more stones. Some either. The dead have been summoned. That is exactly what I don't need. Does this have any consequences? Do we get any nonsense here? They might kill our calf down there, but I don't think we get any ill effects of that here. Can we? Yeah, we can. The carve is down there and it's looking like it's safe. I can't see any ill effects here. It's looking like it's nothing really going on here. I'm still within the circle. The dead lie still once more. Nice. Okay. Time for us to go to bed. Time for us to have another short break here. That is done. Can put that away. Two is sufficient. Might want to stock up on arrows a little bit here. Well, let's get to bed. It's late. Let's have another short break for me to drink something. Gonna be right back. Okay, we're gonna sleep and then we gonna get a grouse gene and get it to the other side. We're gonna pick up another portal, I think. We should have eyes in the warehouse, if I remember correctly. Eat that. Because we are low on ice here, so there should be some in the warehouse, I guess. Because I do want a warehouse portal over there in the Ashlands. Oh, there. Look at that. We have to do something about that thing. There is one here. We have to go and search that out. I have not seen that. That is the that have been summoned thing. Eyes. I think there is eyes in here. Not quite sure where though. There. Gonna take 50 of those and get it in the other box. Like that. Okay, now we've got that portal in our pocket. And then we go through here. And we rename that one Schenheim, because that is what we prepared. And then we put that up and call it warehouse. There we go. That helps with that. We do have still some grousestein here, so we can go around. That is not right. With that floor here. And see where that takes us. Where is it, that one? Huh, does that eventually work like that? No, we need some support underneath. Like that? Ah. We need some support underneath all of those here on this side. Because that is very much low. Okay, out of Graustein. Let's see, there is only that. That needs to go to the plains. So now let's get a bunch of Graustein over here so we can get some floor in there, and then we have to think about the walls and how we are trying to go upwards. Those two we drop off here real quick because we just need the Graustein right now. Let's drop that off right there until we can move again. And then gonna get more of that in here. Let's see. That should be working like that. So that is that side. Here. Maybe hack a little bit at that, or do we go like that? All of that should be working because it's anchored on the other side. And I think we're gonna need some support underneath here. Yeah, all of that is hanging in mid-air, out of the range of the stone cutter. There it is. I might want to lower that bit too, like I did on the other side, I think, as not to lose as much height there. So go down one here. And then more Graustein needed. No, that is not good. I kind of want that to be like that. Yeah. I have not eaten. Need to go back and remedy that. Let's do that right now, because we are living the dangerous life here just with the feast. The things you forget while building. Once I've got that floor in, I can decide where I want things. I think we go with that. That is sufficient. Don't need to get the good food out here. There we go. That's much better. Okay, finish that here. It is kind of spacious and it is kind of not spacious. Something like that. More grousstein. We're gonna need so much grousstein here to make all of that work. And then we do want some support underneath this here. Is that? No. Okay. And going to have all of that be a staircase. So we can access the lower levels here more easily. And I think we're gonna be doing the same thing on this side. Like get all of that in here. We have to hack a little bit at the floor here, but I think it's gonna be okay. Gonna put the biggie portal here for now. There. So we can finish the floor. And all of the stairs. Out of the range of the stone cutter. Okay, we... there. Okay, we've got a floor. That seems not too shabby here. And then I think we are going to put up some wall paneling here in some shape or form. Not quite sure how, but I do not want to have all of that be the black marble. This is gonna be so much black marble. So if we could, can we get that to be a little lower? Okay, this is really snapping to something here. And I would want it to snap. Can we make it work like that? I would want it to snap half the way up. Like so. Now that is not right. That might be better. So So we get it established in a way it sticks out half. Wait. Here and then here and then does not snap to that. Figure that out is not easy. That would be the correct height I would want it to be, probably. Wait. We do not have half thing here. So if we use that, can we make that work? That would be where I would want it to be. So if we move that here and then snap that to the center here. Now, is that where I want it to be? Yeah, that is about what I want. Okay, that is gonna be our measurement here. And then what I want to be doing here, I want that to come up with that. Something like that. And then, okay, that is not. Huh. Let me try something out. I'm really not sure what we do here. So if we put that here, does that clean? Yeah, that is absolutely what I wanted. To have that be flush with that outside here. But I also do want that here, that thing to be showing the peak. Well, it is kinda. Out of Graustein again. Completely out of Graustein, actually. Gonna have to go get more Graustein. Yeah, what I'm trying to achieve here, let me try and use that here, is to have alternating between that background and then some framed version of the see, something like that. Or do we want that to be the smaller ones? Has to be not as pronounced. That might be nicer. I think that might be quite nice like that. And then we put those in here somehow. Is there a way to get that to snap. Top 1, top 2, center, bottom, but there is no inside. And I would want it to snap there. Gonna have to think about how to do that. Kinda. Well, we have to think something up there. That is kinda, I think, nicer. Also, do we have the idea to put in another floor in here and have that go up a little more? Like, is that too shallow? That is 3 meters. Maybe we do put in a floor here. At that height. We have to have support for that. Well, we have to think about what we are going to be doing there. But that is a thought for another day. I think we are going to be doing some night hunt in the plains now. Because we are still missing that wild trophy. I think we are going to bring some fresh that. And we jump over to the plains. Let's refresh our rest above here real quick. Because we cannot go do night hunting with no rest above. Come on, okay. 24 minutes of rested. We go. Night hunt. See if we can get that stupid wild trophy we have been hunting for so much time now. We can always hope, can't we? Oh, there is Odin, look. There is Odin watching us in the night over there. But we are looking for a while. That is some fooling. That is a seeker. That is a while. That is a while that is not moving at all. Now he is. Get rooted. First dead wild. Give me a trophy. No. This is bad. This is gonna be taking so much time. We can lose that stuff. We don't really need that. Try to find another one. Look, Odin is following us. Is that logs or while? That is logs. To start fooling, man. Look at that. That is a whole lot of black metal. 17. Still need another while. Is that a while there? That is a lox. There is something burning there. That is a while. Shoot! That had me. Now give me a trophy. There it is. Finally, we've got it. We can stop running around at night because we got that wild trophy finally. My gosh, I'm happy. There's another one. Just for good measure. And there is a third one over there. Oh my. Okay. Well, we are alive and the while are not. Whew, that was some doing. Nearly died there. But now we've got that stupid wild trophy that we were missing all along. And we can make the whalebone visage and hang it in our planes. And then we have the planes ready. Let's see, that is what is missing here, the whalebone visage. What do we need to make that? Wrong side. That one. We can make it right now. No, we can't because we are full. Gonna drop that. Whalebone visage. There it is. Very nice. Finally. Shoot. That was a lot of doing, getting that done. Okay, so we are going to be feeding our smelters again. Take all of the metals home. And then it's time to end this episode. And the good thing is we managed to end this episode on a positive note because we finally got that stupid trophy that we have been hunting since we have been to the plains. We do have to make a lot more coal though. I have not even needed the extra food. We were short of dying there with those 2 while, but it's okay. We managed without dying. All is good. Gonna get all of that stuff here. Probably cannot even pick all of that up, even no room in inventory. Oh, we're gonna get the bronze best we can. And gonna get all of that stuff home. So now we have the whalebone visage made. We have the trophy hanging in our sorry, in our portal house. And I think we're gonna get that bronze right into the warehouse from here, because there is so much bronze there that we got from the ashlands. We don't even have space for that. Look at that. And that needs to get back to the plains. Is that gonna drop down? No, okay. Okay, so get another wild trophy is done. And with that, the plains are done. And then we got to have the stone golem trophy still. But we are one down on what we need to be doing. And that kind of makes me very happy. No more running around in the plains at night because we are missing a trophy. That needs to go here. There is no seeker meat in here. We have to move some of that stuff over to the warehouse too. Got that. That is quite a lot of rib cages that we don't really need. And a lot of bear stuff too that we don't really need. And some wood. Okay, I think we are good with this episode. This was not the worst. Less action than we have had in a good long while, but I'm not resenting that. I don't have to have a lot of action all the time, every time. I can live with some more slow going. Okay, with that, we're gonna end the episode here because it's plenty long already. And if you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm to give other people my content too. And if you want to see more of my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, so you can get notifications whenever I upload new content, which I do quite often. With that, I bid you a good night, and we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!